Hi there, it's me, Joe, again. And because it's kind of dark out and a little spooky, I thought I might tell you another ghost story. This one happened to my friend Dave Callback. He used to work at the museum here in Halifax, where I live, as a night watchman. His job was to walk around at night and see if there were anything going on or anybody trying to break in. It was a very boring job, he said, and quite often, after he did his checks, checked all the doors and windows at midnight, he would go down to the lobby, find a nice big comfy couch, and fall asleep. One night he was sleeping, and then something woke him up. He heard a noise, and there was this old stagecoach, that kind you see in like an old cowboy movie. It was also in the lobby, about 10 meters away from him, across the lobby. And inside the stagecoach there was a light shining, but he knew there was no lights in there, so he's wondering what was going on. He was worried that maybe a fire had started. So he got off his comfortable couch and started to walk towards the stagecoach across the lobby. And he got a few steps towards it when the door to the stagecoach opened. And out of it came a man dressed in old British clothing, like the kind you'd see in an old movie a couple of 100 years ago. Then they had like a triangle hat and stuff like this, and a long coat with fancy buttons on it. And he stepped down out of the stagecoach backwards, kind of come down the ladder, and he was holding up a lantern. When he stepped on the ground, then he turned around towards Dave, and Dave could see that he had no face. Dave was terrified. He was frozen to the spot. So, as Dave was there just terrified, scared, but he couldn't move, the ghost, this figure, this man, started walking towards him, closer and closer and closer. And Dave wants to scream and he wanted to run away, but he couldn't do anything. He couldn't move. And the figure kept getting closer and closer and closer, and finally it just walked right through him. And that's when Dave was unfrozen and he was able to move. And he turned around and nothing's going on. There's no light in the stagecoach anymore. He's just standing in the middle of the room, shaking. And the next day, he quit that job. That's a true story, as far as I know, unless Dave was telling a lie. So that's all for now. Bye-bye.